Okay, here we are in our Photoshop document, and this is a logo for Pitch Black. And we want to move around this clip art to make this logo look a little bit better. So this is some really basic stuff in Photoshop. Over here on the left side, we have these tools that we can use to work with. And the first thing I want to do is to be able to move around this document quickly. So we have a tool that's the Zoom tool. And if I hover over that tool, it tells me what the shortcut key is. And down here you can see Z. If I hold down Z on the keyboard, then it just takes me right to the Zoom tool. Takes a little bit of getting used to learn the shortcut keys, but all of these tools up here have a shortcut key. So if I click on the Zoom tool, you can see I have this magnifier. And if I click and drag to the right, I can zoom in, I can click or hold down the mouse and zoom in and out. I also have the hand tool over here, and the hand tool is great for moving around your document. If you push H on your keyboard, takes you to the hand tool. Hold down the space bar, and you can zoom around, move around your document. If I hold down the Z key, zoom in, hold down the space bar, move around, and work with your clip art here. Makes things really fast. So the next thing here, we have all of this clip art on layers. I have here our first layer in our layers panel. I have registration marks, and I can turn those layers on and off. If I click on this eye right here, you can see my registration marks for screen printing and printing our transparencies. Can turn those on and off. I also have our Pantone text, which is down here. This red here is our Pantone color that we're going to mix with ink, and that Pantone is 199 uncoded. I also have the hex code for that color. So all of these layers here, I want to think of this as printing. So we have all of this clip art, and I can turn the, I want to say paper layer off. So there's no paper, we just have the clip art. And if I were to take that piece of paper and I could lay it over top of all of the art, and all of these elements are still there, they're just the paper sitting on top of it. So if I take my paper, put it back down on the bottom, all of the skull 1, skull 2, and all of the clip art is ink on top of the paper. So now I want to transform and move these clip art around to make this design look better. So I'm going to go to the Move tool over here, and that is shortcut key V on the keyboard. So right now I'm on the paper layer. I want to move the big skull here, skull number 1. And you can see it put a bounding box around that, and if I click on that artwork, I can move that. And I'm just going to move that to the center here. We'll just quickly put together this logo. So I have my red slash, and I'm going to move that red slash around. Come over here, click on my red slash, and put it right here. But I want that red slash to be bigger, and with the bounding box I can just grab and drag that bigger. And now this is where the orientation of these layers come in handy, because I have my red slash and it's going above the skull, and I want to put it behind skull number 1. So I can just simply grab that red slash and drag that layer below the skull. So now it goes behind, which is a better design choice. I've got a text layer here, the pitch black text. I'm going to click on that and I can move that text layer around. Maybe I want to make it a little bit smaller. I can drag the box. And then we have this skull up here. You don't always necessarily need to go to the layer and click it. You can just come and click on that if you're on the Move tool. And I'm just going to place that text art right up here. But as you can see, I'm going behind skull number 1, and I want skull number 2 to be above skull 1. So I'm going to just, again, grab that layer and drag it above skull number 1, and now you can see we're on top here. Okay, our design's looking pretty good. I maybe want to move my red layer, maybe make that bigger. So again, I'm just going to click and drag on any of these corners here and make that bigger. So we're setting this up for making printing plates on Little Ricky. We're also going to make transparencies for screen printing. So we need color separations. And so when we go to print this on the laser printer, let's say we're going to print transparencies like for screen printing, like we did in class, we want to separate the colors. So I'm going to turn off everything that's black. We can keep the Pantone color here and keep that on the artwork. That way we can, easily mix this color red that we need. So I would print that on our laser printer. I would go to print. And our laser printer is the Xerox VersaLink C9000. I would print that with the registration marks and the Pantone. And then when we go to burn our screens, this ink here will block out that emulsion from hardening so we can print through it. And then to print the black, I would simply just do the opposite, turn off the red layer, and then print all of these black elements. File, print. And this would be our transparency for our black ink. So that's some very basic tools in Photoshop. So if you got your design put together like I have, that's great. If you want to change things and make it your own design, add other elements to it, you're certainly welcome to. We do have to keep this Pantone color red, so we can't really change the color. But feel free, if you are more advanced at Photoshop, do some cool stuff. So now we need to save our document. And what I would do is, this is a pitch black logo. So what you're going to want to do is go to File and Save As. And here I would just put your name at the beginning. So when you submit the document, I know whose it is. Put Mark, pitch black. I would save it to my desktop and hit Save. And if I come over here to my desktop, I have that document. And this is what I want you to submit to Canvas for assignment 1. And then we will print it on the press and Little Ricky and on our Roland printers. And yeah, and we'll start that in a couple weeks. So thank you for watching.